And don't forget our party planner, Shameen and her family.
Yes, yes, Shameen Clark holds it all together, okay? Without her and her lovely mama back there, Marie, and her sister back there, they make it easy on me. I just, say, Shameen, this is what I want to do. When you want to do it? I let her know when I want to do it. I say how much money I need to bring by the house. Okay, that's what I do. And then I let Shameen take it from there, and I never have to worry about a thing, right? Shameen.
Give her a hand.
For those of you, and many of you were at my mother's 90th birthday party, which was the last gathering we had, Shameen put all of that together.
Yes, she did.
And that was like a yeoman's job. Like really, I can't even believe it. At certain points in time, like when I couldn't talk to my mother and sister about it one time more, I said, Shameen, go talk to my mother and my sister and work it out, because I'm not talking to anybody anymore, right? But Shameen would handle it. So she has the patience of Job.
I'm telling you.
Okay?
She's gifted.
So I'm glad you guys are here. It's quite crossroads, and it's a reflection, in my family life. It's a reflection in my daughter's life. It's a reflection in my own life, to have actually gotten to this point in time, this first stage of hopefully many stages to come. And I feel so blessed, because I'm going to try not to get too emotional. I feel so blessed for so many people who stepped up for me when I didn't have any idea of how I was going to take on this challenge of this baby child, right? And so many people rose to the occasions in so many instances that it's not even really right to try to go by the name, because if you're in the room, you played a role in making all this possible. So people often say it takes a village, right? And those of you in this room are my village, right? That have made all of this possible. I may have stood at the helm, when allowed to by Sarah and Sybil and Evelyn. I may have stood at the helm, but a lot of folks really kind of stepped up and kind of gave me that shoring up that allowed me to know that I could even hopefully try to do it, or to make it happen, or it was a possibility. Like things that scared me, I didn't know. Like my cousin Donna is in here, my aunt Imogene, and my Uncle Sonny, Uncle Booker are here, but their daughter Donna. I remember at one particular point in time, I was like, I have to start school with her tomorrow. And I didn't know, I didn't have clothes, I didn't have toothbrush, I didn't have nothing. And I remember borrowing some panties from Donna's daughter and some stuff to sleep in and whatever I could do to try to get ready for that next day at school, you know what I mean? And it was real like that. And I watched mentors like this, guys here, my boys from my Tuesday night group, and they encouraged me as I walked through different things. And I saw men cook for their kids, and I never became that cook, I'm gonna keep it real. But I bought a lot of meals. But I saw them do it for their kids, and I got it in my mind that I too could do it, right? You know what I mean? They put in my mind that there was a possibility that I could raise my own child well, you know what I mean? And that was a blessing. My mom would give me guidance every step of the way, right? And there was a lot of times when, having a youngest mentality, there was a lot of different ways that the situation could go. And she sort of served as my moral compass in the situation to remind me always to keep my eye on what the right thing to do was, And for that, she's blessed me many, many times over, and I've watched the things that she taught me come into fruition, and I'm so happy that I made good choices where I could. One of my favorite sayings is that the biggest room in the house is the room for improvement, and so I stand before you with a lot of room to grow, but by the grace of God, I'm very happy to have made it to this particular moment, and I really realize that I stand on the shoulders of giants, and with all of you having played a part in helping me, do this thing and be able to be a part of Sarah's life, to this degree. Serafina. I have so much, of all the things I'd say, I have so much admiration for my daughter. Right? God gives you what you can handle. And in blessing me with Sarah, he already knew who I was. You know what I mean? He knew what I was capable of, and he gave me something that I could step into with his blessing and oversight. Right? And I watched Sarah, man. She, like Sybil's correct, like she's tough as hell, right? And just I watched her walk through so much in life throughout the years, and we wanted to make sure that she got to where she needed to be. And people like Roberta, when she was falling behind in English and reading and those types of things, and Roberta came in, and the teachers were like, she's fine, don't worry about it, right? And I'm watching that safety net be too low for what I knew was coming next. And I watched her never complain about what it took to get to improve herself, you know what I mean? And so many people could feel like, oh, I don't want to do that, I don't want to be a part of that, or either they have it as a natural gift, and so they just do it. But I saw Sarah have to do the work and take it to the next step. I seen Sarah get 600s in English and writing. Now I think about when Roberta, I was like, Roberta, can you believe it? Like from us going through those little, and that, what are those books called where they kind of sound out the words? Boy, we would be reading them. Decodables. We'd be decoding every night, trying to get her up to speed. Come on, baby, we got to get up to speed. Come on, baby, we got to get up to speed. And this is her personal business, but I'm gonna tell a little bit of it anyway. Sarah got a 770 out of 800 in writing on the SAT. Now that wasn't a 770 just because she had it coming anyway. I remember the struggles and the nights and the hours, and Roberta, well, it might take this. I'm like, Roberta, do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? And so many people played a role. Pat, now I'm looking at you. Now Pat, it tickled Pat, when I said, Pat, you gotta come. Those days, man, back and forth, and the support that she showed, going back and forth and trying to support this family. And she believed in Sarah from such a small child. And she gave that encouragement and that support that showed us a way to hold it all together. And, it was just a blessing. All the families from the Herreras to the Phillips and even the Martins back there, all the Sybil's friends, Karen Ellis, at Pally, the whole shot. I mean, it's not even right to even try to go down that road, but I'll give you one little example about Sarah, and this to me epitomizes kind of who she is. Again, I'm gonna take liberty. She might not like it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But Sarah joined a club called Envirothon as a ninth grader. And I'm a pro college parent. I'm like, you gotta join your clubs, you gotta get your extracurriculars, you gotta do this thing. And environment was cool, I was like, okay, that's what you want to do, right on. Just stick with it, and whatever you need to do, you need to be the president at the end, right? And that's where I come from, right? So, whatever you do, just be the president at the end. But in any event, this club was not a major club. You go to the senior awards, they're talking about the academic decathlon. And Envirothon it's like an academic decathlon, but it's in the environmental studies area. So Sarah loved this club. So Sarah stuck with this club, and it would be going up to Palisades on holidays and over summer break and over different spring breaks and whatnot on weekends. And last year, I think they finished, they have about four areas of competition, and I think they finished third in the state in one area. Is that correct?
Third in the state overall, first in aquatics.
First in aquatics last year, right? So this year, even though it will go on no college resume because college is already done, Sarah as president, they finished first in the state and are going to nationals at the end of July. Wow. Now this is a woman of color in an area of science. Yes. And I'm telling you, to win the state as president and go to national, excuse me, okay? But, that's my heart and soul. I hope you guys get a chance to look at some of the pictures of, us growing throughout the years. But for me, it's the greatest blessing in my life, because, and I'm still learning, but I'm the man I've hopefully grown to become and that I still need to grow to be. All those lessons come through her into me, right? And I swear to God, there's not, those are the women in my life, but I swear to God, there's nothing more sacred to me than her. And I just love her with all my heart. I'm so proud to be her father. I swear to God. I swear to God. And we have our moments. But, I just try to, keep it smooth and keep it pushing. We leave tomorrow to go to UC Davis on Monday and Tuesday is orientation, and she'll get her classes and she'll start in the fall. And, I just want to, again, thank everybody in the room, Carolyn, everybody who has done so much and been a part of our lives. You guys have really blessed us and enriched us. And just thank you for being a part of us and being our family. So, we're going to cut the cake. We got a photo booth back here, so everybody get a photo. Enjoy yourselves, and thank you for coming.
Bring up Sarah.
Okay, so I was hoping you forgot. There's that memory. I'm going to keep this short because I love cake. Thank you guys so much for coming. All of you guys have played such a major role in me just going through high school, which was fun, and going on to college, which will be an amazing experience. All of you guys, I don't know what words to say because in the back of my mind I keep thinking cake. So I'm just going to say I love you guys all equally and individually, and you are all an amazing part of my life, and thank you.
Yeah.